Good morning, student. Today we are going to start our new chapter number 3, Advanced Features of Excel. So, the first topic of this chapter is what is chart? Chart is an effective way to display the data in pictorial form, or you can say is in the graphical representation, right? Now, I'm explaining the components of the chart. Components means the basic part of the chart, right? First of all, we are having, you can see here, we are having chart title, right? It means it's the title of your chart. Whatever the title you want to give you can give to your chart. Next is the vertical axis and the horizontal axis. These are known as the horizontal axis, or you can say it as x-axis, right? And this is known as your vertical axis, or you can say it as y-axis, right? Next, the chart area and the plot area. First of all, you all have to know what is the basic difference between chart area and plot area. Chart area means the total area that contain all the things like your chart title, your legends, your axis and your graph value. That is known as chart area. But the plot area means the area where the values of your axis included only, right? So this is a basic difference between chart area and plot area. Okay, now what is the meaning of legends? Legends means, here you can see we are having the legends. It means these are the patterns which basically used to differentiate the different kind of values. Okay, here you can see we are having the 3 different months: January, February, March. So if I want to represent these different months in the terms of the different colors, so I have to use this thing, that is the legends, right? So this is all about your components of chart. Next, chart types means how many types of the charts are there. We are having 8 or 9 types of the chart, but in your syllabus we are having only 5 types of charts. First is column chart, bar chart, line chart, pie chart and donut chart. Okay, so first of all you have to know column chart means where your different values and categories. Values means this is known as your value and this is the categories. So when you want to show your value and the categories in the form of the vertical terms, this is known as the vertical terms, the standing position, that is known as column chart. Again, in bar chart we just have to to represent the comparison in between the number of things, but here you can see we are having the horizontal lines, right? These are known as the horizontal values. Okay, next, the line chart. Line chart basically represent your comparison of the different items in the terms of the lines only. Okay, next, pie chart. Here you can see we are having 2 charts. One is pie, second is donut. Pie and donut both are the same thing. First, both are in the circular order. Okay, but in pie chart, this is a complete circular order which is basically used to specify only one type of the comparison, whereas donut chart is in the form of the ring. This is known as the ring order, and it's basically useful for the different kind of the comparison, or you can say the 2 or more type of the comparison simultaneously, right? So these are the basic type of the charts which is used to present your data. Next, how to create a chart. To create a chart, first of all you have to manage your database. Here you can see I already created a database here. You just have to make first a database and then select whole the database, right? After that, here you can see I selected complete database. After that, you just have to click on design tab. This is your design tab. When you click on design tab, the different kind of the charts will appear. and you just have to click on one chart, whatever the chart you want, you just have to click on that chart. Okay, after that, here you can see we are having the plot area, which is basically without color, and if you want to make it more attractive, you can easily format plot area. So how to do it? You just have to go to right side of your plot area and then click, then you just have to press the mouse right button. When you press the right mouse button, this dialog box will appear where you are having the option format plot area. Okay, click on it. When you click on it, this dialog box will appear where we are having the different types of the options like no fill, solid fill, gradient fill, texture or picture, pattern fill, and automatic. Choose according to your choice, right? Here you can see I click on the solid fill option and choose the color as per your choice, right? When you click on the particular color, you can see here the plot area will appear in the terms of that color only. Next, formatting data series. Now we can format our data series by changing the bar color or your lines, your slicing, and shifting its positions. Now again you just have to click on select first of all you have to select your database. After that you just have to click on pictures or the texture fill. Here you can see we are having an option picture or texture fill. Click on it, then go to the texture option. This is a texture option and you can see we are having a small arrow here. Just click on it. This is known as a drop down menu. Okay, click on it. When you click on it, this type of the textures will appear and you can choose any of the texture from here, right? Here you can see. So this is the basic options to make your plot area more attractive, right? Now changing the scales of the value axis. If you want to change the scale of your horizontal axis or your vertical axis, what you have to do? You just have to click on the left side of your vertical axis. When you click on the vertical axis, this type of dialog box will appear where the option is given as format axis, right? Click on it and change your options as per your choice. We are having the different options here like the auto value, fixed value, the measurement value. As per your choice, you can change any kind of value. So your data represent like this only. Next, again you have to maintain a database. Then if you want to show the combo chart, what you have to do? To show a combo chart, first of all you just have to click on this option that is on the chart. You just have to click on other chart option, drop down menu. Here the option is combo chart is given. Combo chart has given, you just have to click on that. When you click on that, this kind of the screen will appear. Here you can see we are having option combo. Click on it. What is the meaning of combo chart? Combo chart basically used to show you the two types of the charts simultaneously. Here you can see we are having the column chart as well as the line chart, right? Next, again just maintain your data. Now we have to check the spark lines. Spark lines means what? If you want to check the some basic graph value of single candidate, you just have to use spark lines. Here you can see again we are having the spark line group where three options are given: line, column, and win loss. First of all we have to choose line option, right? So again you have to select your data, then click on the particular area spark line option. After that you have to click on line. You can see here, right? And as you see here we are having different candidates average value show like in this order. Okay, next, goal seek. It is very important topic. Please listen this carefully. Goal seek. What is the meaning of goal seek? First, you have to know the definition of it. Goal seek is a very important feature that help us in determining input values needed to achieve a specific goal. Means if you want to grab a specific goal, you just have to choose the goal seek option, right? It can calculate value by using option what if analysis, right? So again you have to maintain a data, right? When you create a database, you just have to do one thing. Go to data tab. Here you can see we are having data tab. Click on it. When you click on it, here the data tool group will appear, where we are having the option what if analysis. Alright, before clicking on this option, you have to first select that value which you actually want to change. Suppose here we are having a student Ankita having total marks as 153 and she is having the least marks, right? So I want that how much number basically she require to at least grab the 200 marks, right? So what we have to do, check it very carefully. Click on the what if analysis option. Then you can see here we are having three options. Here you just have to click on goal seek option. Okay, after clicking on it, this kind of dialog box will appear. We already selected our data value here like this, that is F6, because it's presenting in the column F and in the row 6. So set cell will appear like F6. After that, to value, how much the value you want to change here. I want that Ankita's marks will appear as 200. So I have to put 200 in the section 2 value, right? Now the next option is by changing cell, means to which cell basically you want to change. Suppose here you can see Ankita in mathematics, she got only 34 marks. I want that if I change the total marks of maths, so I just have to check how much marks she require in maths to grab the total marks as 200, right? So you just have to click on here, click on this option, this small option. Okay, when you click on this icon, you can see here this type of the screening will appear, and you just have to select your area which marks you want to change. I want to change the marks as E6. E6 means 34, right? Just select this area. When you click on it, this kind of the value will appear, right? After that, you just click on OK button. When you press this OK option, you can see here now we are having the marks of Ankita as 200 that actually we want, and it will show you the result as 81. Means if Ankita will get 81 marks in maths, she will having the total as 200, right? So this is the goal seek option. Now come to the next topic, that is consolidating data. Consolidating means to add the different sheet in a single group, or you can say the grouping of number of sheets, right? Again you have to maintain database, but please check here that we are having, please check here, we are having sheet half yearly and then annual. Means we are having the two sheets here, the half yearly marks of 5 students, and in the next we are having the annual marks of 5 students, same 5 students, right? I want to check the final result, means how much the total they got in the finals, right? So what we have to do, again you just have to click on the data tab. Here you can see we are having data tab, and now you have to choose the option consolidate. Okay, first you have to go to the final result sheet, right? So now you just have to click on consolidate option. After the clicking on this option, this kind of the dialog box will appear. Here you have to put the reference. Reference means which sheet you want to involve here. We have to involve the half yearly sheet. So you have to go to the half yearly sheet and select the particular data which you want to add in that sheet. Okay. When you select this area, this kind of reference value will appear, right? Now you have to add second sheet value. So you have to choose the add button. When you click on the add button, automatically the annual cell value will appear here, and then click on the OK button. When you click on the OK button, this is your consolidated value of both the sheets, right? So these two topics, first is goal seek and second one is the consolidated data. Both are very important. So please do it very carefully, right? Thank you and have a nice day.